What it do, YouTube family? We're back with another video on a new episode of You Break It, We Fix It. Nah, but what it do, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful, blessed beginning of the year. I hope you guys are starting it off right. If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to like, comment, or subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Show love. But today, well, on my last video, I believe my video is gonna be everywhere, so I really don't know how I'm dropping these videos. But on my last video, I was pulling the harness out this OBS truck, and we got it all out. For the most part, we got everything out. The motor is ready to get pulled out, and it just sucks because this car is lifted so high up that my hoist is maxing out, so I can't get the motor up any higher. I don't really feel like messing with pulling these wheels off and then trying to lower it down that way or anything like that, because that's doing just as much as removing the core support. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather figure out how to remove this core support first, and then if that, well, ain't no and then. That's what the plan is. Today, we're gonna knock this out together. So from what I am seeing, I see that there's a bolt right here for the grill. A bolt. There was a bolt right there. It was a small little bolt, like one of these. I don't know if it's gonna be for everybody car, but then this one's right here. This one's already broke, so don't have to worry about that one. And then there's a bolt right here. And then I think, because the grill's already loose, I think just them two top ones are the only ones holding them on, and that's a 10 mil and that's a 10 mil. So then I think this grill should come off. I don't know if I take this headlight out. Probably do. I don't know. I'm gonna mess with these and see what they do. Set y'all up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Set y'all up for greatness. I'm gonna take them headlights out, because I think that's what it's getting caught on. They did some janky work. Like, look at this. It's like two random, if it'll focus, it's like two random screws. And then that's a factory one. I'm gonna cut y'all back on when I figure this out. Alright, so I can confirm you do have to take the bottom headlights out. So I gotta figure out how to get these two screws out, because they're like some type of little plastic nut on the other side. Then I think this grill will come out. So uno más. Alright, so we finally got the grill off. My stupid self didn't realize that there was one more bolt, and there's a bolt right here in the middle of the grill. Oh, if y'all can see it. It's literally right there. So I was pulling on it, you know what I'm saying? Probably didn't even really have to take the headlights out. But yeah, just don't forget, there's a bolt here, here, and this one, and this one. And that should remove your grill. Now I am going to, I already took off the hood latch, and that's pretty simple. Like a clip like this. So you have to pull that off too. And then pop this cable out from this loop right there. It's literally pushed down, and you just pull it up and pull this off like how I just did, and probably fish it back through there. Unpop all these connectors, unplug the horn. I would say unplug the battery, but I don't have a battery in here. But unplug the horn. You got to undo like every single connector, like little clip piece that you see this held on, like down here, over there. Probably got unplug the headlights. You're gonna have to unscrew your condenser. I'm gonna take this bumper off. So for the bumper, there's a bolt here, there, and there, and I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 underneath as well. Hopefully this is not gonna be a pain, because this is in the way from that. So hopefully getting this off. But I got the big Milwaukee out, so I shouldn't be tripping off of that. We'll see when I get to it. Hopefully it's not, because I know them bolts probably in there. But yeah, it's like 8 bolts, probably 12 bolts if you got these hook things on there. 12 bolts to take the bumper off, and they're all 18 millimeters. So I'm gonna take those off and then cut y'all back on. They put these connectors in like the best spot. Hopefully it's all the same for every car, but for the most part, there's, I would say, there's a clip right there. I just pushed that one through. There's a clip right there, right there, right there, right there. That free up a lot of that. You have to take the headlight ones out too. And anything else that if it's connected, I don't even know how. That is probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. How is that a ground if this is plastic? I don't know, whatever. But some people just shouldn't work on cars. Just unclip your headlights. That's pretty much it for all the connectors. They should pretty much slide out and be able to get fish back through over there. So I'm gonna get these headlight ones and figure out what else we need to remove. So as you've seen, I was just literally fishing it through that hole and getting these out. You will have to take your blinkers out or whatever. You can see it. His was, there was water getting in them, probably because of these headlights that he got now, not all the way sealed or whatever. But there is one more wire over here. It's a 10 mil. Where is it at? It's this wire, whatever this wire controls. That's another wire you gotta take off. And now I think we are ready to try to get this bumper off. I already told y'all it's 8 bolts. These big bolts right there. Might be tough, might not, but of course it's the last bolt that wants to act stupid. Like it's not this size or something. It might not be. Every other bolt was an 18. Somehow this boat is an 18. So feeling devious for the chrome on it. Oh snaps! We get somewhere. We get somewhere. All right, now your battery tray has to come out, and I believe it is. I think you got to take off all 3 of these bolts. All 3 of these bolts. That one. Wait, that one, and this one. And your battery tray can. Wait, do you have to take this one off too? I don't think you got to take that one off, but we'll see. But I know for a fact it's these 3. And these 3 right here. I think this one might be a pain because it's not a, you know what I'm saying? But oh, and also for these, don't be discouraged if you do not have a drill or power tools, because I wasn't always, you know what I'm saying, fortunate to have power tools. I had to do a lot of stuff by hand. So I did try a regular just 1/2-inch ratchet. It got it loose, and then I tried a breaker bar. If you have a breaker bar, that'll get it loose, or just make a cheater bar out of your jack, or you know what I'm saying, use your jack handle and use a 3/8 if you got to. But it's an 18 millimeter, so yeah. Let's get this battery tray out and then figure out what we gotta do next. I know from what I see for a fact, that's holding across this holding this in. I know for a fact that bolt and that bolt. Other than that, I do not know what else. Oh, yep, that bolt right there. So, yep, this bolt right there. So we got 4 bolts so far that we know for a fact. Oh, and this. Yep, you got to do that. I think this is an 8mm. I don't know if you have to come from the top or just from the bottom. But you got 2 of those over there. These are little support cushion things or whatever they're called. I hope, shoot. Nope. There's one more right there. I don't know if there's one over here too. Let me see. Yep, there's one right there. Right down there, if you can see it. That bolt right there. And then I think, bro, this might be easier than what I ain't gonna say nothing about jinxing it, 'cause I don't even believe in stuff like that. I believe things are supposed to work out how they're supposed to work out. Oh, there's another bolt right there too for the battery tray. Yep, there's another bolt right there. That bolt right there. So yeah, not that much. Shoot, I'm kind of mad now that I didn't do this on my car first, because shoot, I could have took all this stuff off. Got this powder coated black. Car could have been super clean. Like I seen, I always forget his name. Corey or whatever it is. I think that's his name. He does a lot of OBS content, and he took his off. It was well worth it, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. But I'm gonna get the battery tray knocked out, and once I get that taken off, hopefully those are just all the bolts. Once I get that taken off, I'll cut you guys back on. I cheated a little bit. I started taking out a lot of other bolts because it's super late. I'm about to probably close down and head home, you know what I'm saying, and probably tackle this again tomorrow. But I start taking out a lot of different bolts. All the bolts are 13mm, and everywhere I showed you are the bolts that have to come out, you know what I'm saying. So I start taking out these side bolts. I'm just leaving them there so I know where they go, you know what I'm saying. That bolt, that bolt. There's one more I have to get in here. Now that inside 13 right there. Still gotta get that one. I took out all the bolts for the bracket, but it's right there. This one still 13, and one more back there behind there. That's pretty much all 3 of these. This one's acting weird. Those came out pretty straightforward, but this one's acting weird, so I don't know why. But this one is just spinning. I don't know. And then they catch. So I don't know. Gotta go home and get my shop vac anyway, so I can vacuum all up this stuff, because this car is super dirty. Super dirty, as you can see. It's a whole rat nest right here. Hope it's not a rat nest, but I'm not gonna mess with that. Oh, and make sure as well, I didn't even explain that, take off everything for your radiator. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take off your shroud, you gotta take off your trans cooler lines, and whatever lines those was over there. And probably more likely drain the fluid. That's probably gonna be the hardest part, drain the fluid out of there. But next clip, I'll be back. We should be able to get those last 3 bolts over there. Well, it's 4 bolts over there, and then this bolt, just one bolt right there. And I think this should come out. Oh, and these AC condenser lines, and it should come out. Then I'll be able to remove the motor. So just take apart the whole entire car, you know what I'm saying? Take the doors off, take the windshield out, take both axles out, drop the 4-wheel drive stuff, and then you will be able to install a LS motor. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that hard. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. But I'll be back. Let you guys know what I got done. You feel me? So I got this body mount bolt out. It's this is an 18mm. This is gonna be at the bottom, and this is a 16mm. I pretty much just put this ratchet on there like this, held it from the top, like held it up here, took my impact, the dangerous impact, you know what I'm saying? Chrome sockets, living wild on this side of town. Took that off, took both sides off. And then that one bolt that was fighting me was that bolt right there. They're like them body clips, like that clip on and then let you screw in, if you get what I'm saying. But it's like those type of clips, and this one was broke. Of course, I mean, it's the front of the car. It sees a lot of dirt, water, whatever. So, of course, things are gonna break. So I have to replace that. But for the most part, I think this thing is ready to come out. I don't think there's nothing else holding this thing in, but I did take the radiator loose. I'm about to pull the radiator out, take these AC condenser lines out. Hopefully there's no Freon in here and I do not pass away. Then y'all won't see this video. So if y'all see this video, there's no Freon in there. Oh, gotta take the trans cooling lines off. That would help, the 1/2 inch. Found all type of stuff in here. I still got 3 bolts over there. I'm wondering why it's not like super loose. It's because them 3 bolts over there. Underneath where I showed you guys earlier. It's right under here. You guys can see them. Yeah. Still got them 3 bolts right there. Silly me. Let me get them bolts out and then see what they do. Hopefully this thing's gonna come out. Hopefully it's gonna be cool. Ooh. Spitting. Nah. Now, you have to get your most important tool of them all. If you ain't got this tool, you really not a mechanic, and you, like, I don't know how you work on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I use this tool for literally everything. So what you do is with this, you just gotta hit it with it. You give it your hardest hit and it should come out. So, let me make some space. Watch. Oh my goodness. I still didn't take out the freaking AC condenser line, bro. It's like I'm so eager to get this thing out to see if it's gonna get out. Well, let me lift it up. Oh, snaps. It look like this is gonna get in the way. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's like a little lip right there. I don't know if we can. Bro, I don't know how this thing gonna come out. Let me get them off first. I'll be back. Alright, so let's do a overview, or whatever you want to call it, on how many bolts you will have to take off from the core support. You know, I almost call it a K member. But you will have 1 right there, 1 right there, 1 right there. You will have, like, what is it? 3 down there, 1 right there, 1 would be right there, 1 would be right there, 1 would be right there. That's just for the core support. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, just for the bumper, you got your 8 bolts that's along there. And then you will have this bolt, or this bushing. You gotta take that off. This bushing as well. You know what I'm saying? Same thing on the other side pretty much. You will have no bolts right here that I have to take off. You'll have your 3 that's under here, same as that side. You have your one up here. You got one up there as well. And you have your side one. That's like literally right there. If y'all can see that hole right there. You have that. And then that should be all of the bolts you need to take this off. Now we have to figure out how to get the K member off the car. The core support, the carburetor. Now we gotta figure out how to get the carburetor, the front of the carburetor, off of the vehicle in a timely and non-aggravating way. You feel me? You also got one right there. Just me looking at it, I was like, hold on, we missing something. One right there as well, on both sides. See that? It's loose because I hit it with the purse. If you don't have the purse, you can't finish none of this. So if I ain't taught y'all anything throughout this whole process, the one thing we should have learned was always flush the toilet after you poop. I'm not taking these fenders off. I know that for a fact. If that's a step, I ain't going. It's like, do I turn it all the way? I don't know if I can get it. I don't know. I'm gonna cut y'all back on now. Figure this out. All right. I know what it looks like. It looks like I did not explain the hardest part of it all. But once you guys laugh about this with me, like I had to laugh about it because it was kind of like some common sense. What I had to take off to get that core support out. I had to take off this. I only had to take off one side. I asked some groups or whatever. They said take the fender off or loosen all the bolts. I did that, but it didn't really help none. So I got to tighten all that back up because you really don't have to take the fenders off to do this. You just have to take that piece off. That piece, whatever that is, for the bumper, and that other hook piece for the bumper as well. Remember, I was telling y'all that it had like a little lip or whatever that was that it was getting caught on, and that kind of sits like. That sits off like, shoot, I don't remember. Right here. Sits off right here. And you can kind of see, if I put it back up there, it sits like this or whatever. That pretty much was the reason why I could not get the core support off. So, after you take that off, you pretty much will be able to get the core support out. I got it all out just to get the motor out, but shoot, I've been here for like 7 hours, six hours or so, just fighting with that, trying to figure that out. So the hardest part will be, I know this for a fact, will be putting all that stuff back together. Cause I'm leaving it out. I'm leaving it out till I get the new motor in here. You know what I'm saying? Cause ain't no point in me putting it back if I won't be able to, you know what I mean? So. Hopefully this was a good, informative video. I'll try to make my videos real, like, well explained. Because, you know what I'm saying, I understand. Shoot, I don't know how to do it. Y'all don't know how to do it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you forgot where a boat goes. Whatever. But if this video was super helpful or whatever, and you stayed this long, please leave a thumbs up, comment, you know what I'm saying, give me some feedback, something I need comments really so I can push, so you can push my videos out there. So if you guys could help out and do that, that'd be wonderful. Peace.